I'm Dr. Jacob Lardson, and this is Read, Write, and Cite, the channel where I teach you how to read, write, and cite for your college classes. In this video, I'm going to be just walking you through really quickly how to set up a paper following MLA style using Google Docs. So here we go. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and tell you there are templates that you can access in Google Docs, and if you go to the templates, there is going to be a template for MLA and APA. So if you just click on this, it's going to open up and it's going to have everything in place. You would, if you're using something like this, you would just need to kind of update everything with your own information, right? But I'm going to take you through the entire process so that you know how to do it on your own without the extra help. But if you want to use a template, there's a way to do that as well. Okay, so here we go, doing everything from scratch. All right. As I've made videos in the past, a lot of people have, argued about what the appropriate font is or font size and whatever. And the reality is it's whatever your teacher wants. If your teacher is super strict, then they're probably going to say the font needs to be Times New Roman, and it needs to be size 12-point font. That is the tradition. If you look up and you actually go to MLA's website, that's a little bit, it's not as strict anymore. But when in doubt, Times New Roman, size 12 font. Okay, next thing is you need to make the entire document double spaced. So in Google Docs, you would go over here to this arrow that goes up and down. It says line spacing. You click on that and you hit double. And now everything from this point on out is double spaced. I know some people like to do things and then double space it. If you double space from the beginning, you're going to be set. Okay, and what double spacing is, again, is it adds like an extra space between lines that you don't have to hit enter an extra or return, depending on the keyboard that you're using. All right, so in MLA, we don't really have cover pages like you do in APA. So the information that you put on the first page only shows up there, but it's not its own page. All right, in the upper left-hand corner of the first page, you're going to put your name. I'm just going to write student name for now. Then you hit enter. Then you're going to put your teacher's name on a new line. Then after that, you're going to put the class name. And after that, you're going to put the date. Now, in MLA, dates are different than we normally write them in America. If you're not in America, this may not seem strange. But right now, I'm recording this on November 9th. So I would put 9 November 2020. So in MLA, you put the day for the date, then the month, then the year. And you'll notice there's no commas here because the only reason for the commas is to separate the numbers 9 and 2020. But we don't have to do that. After you've done this, you hit enter and you're going to put your title, but the title is not justified to the left, it's center justified. So the way you change that in Google Docs, up here, these 4 options here, you choose the one that says center align. You hit that, and you're going to be good. For titles in MLA, you don't make them bold, you don't make them a different font, you don't underline them, you just leave them as they are, and you're going to capitalize them using the normal heading capitalization, which is basically you capitalize any word over, 3 or 4 letters. Technically, you're going to avoid prepositions, conjunctions, whatever, but it's basically the bigger words. All right, you're going to hit enter again, and you're going to start the body of the paper. You justify that back to the left, and you indent 1 time. So I hit tab on my keyboard. It goes in 1 time. The paper is almost formatted now. The next thing we need to add is page numbers. So in Google Docs, you go up to Insert, and you're going to have the option for page numbers. I'm going to go over here to where it has it in the upper right-hand corner. I'm going to click on that. and it's got the number there already. And if I don't do anything else, it will automatically put an updated page number for every single page of my document. I'm going to put my cursor to the left-hand side, then I'm going to write my last name, which would be your last name. In this case, it'd be the student last name. But you'll notice it's a different font. This is back to Arial size 11. So if I just select everything here, I make it size 12, and then I put it back to Times New Roman, now everything is updated. Now, you don't have to, because you inserted the page number, you don't mess with that, don't delete it. You don't have to type it in manually, just leave it there. The only thing you had to type in was your last name. When you're done with this, you just double click off and it's set to go. The paper has been formatted now. Now, if you have to do like, let's jump back over to this other document here. If you need to do like headers or, big block quotes or little section headings, there's more detail that I just don't cover right now. But I will show you how to do your works cited page. Okay. At least how to format to get it started. I'm going to go ahead and hit enter down. Now on your keyboard, if you're using a Mac, you hit Command and Return, and it's going to jump to a second page. If you're on a PC, you want to hit Control and Return, and then it'll jump to a new page. What it's doing is it's creating a page break. You can also do that under Insert, Break, Page Break. That just jumps to a new page. So everything that's typed here, it'll go here until it creates a new page. You want to start your works cited page, which will be after your paper is over, probably the last page unless you have a lot of sources. And that, just getting a clean page is great without hitting return or enter a bunch of times until you get there. Okay, so first thing you want to do on this page is write works cited, center justify it, and then left justify, you put in your actual sources. I'm not going to type those out right now. I cover how to do that in a different video, but for now we're just talking about how to format the paper. So let's review real fast. In the upper left-hand corner on the first page, and only the first page, not in the header, actually in the paper itself, you write the student name, teacher name, class name, the date. That's all justified to the left and double spaced. In the middle, you center justify on a new line. You don't add a ton of extra space, just the next line. You put your title. Don't put it in bold. Don't change the font. You just do that and capitalize the appropriate words. On the next line, indented once, you start your paragraphs and you go from there. In the upper right-hand corner, you're going to put the author's last name. You're the student, so you'd put your last name. And you want to put a page number. When you set it up right, the next page, it's going to automatically have that page number updated. When you do your works cited, which you should do if you've cited anything during your paper, that's the title for the next page. And then you start your sources on the next line. That's it. That's how you format a document using MLA Style and Google Docs. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope it's helpful. If you thought it was helpful, please share it with someone else. And like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching. I'm Dr. Jacob Larson. This has been Read, Write, and Cite. I'll see you in the next video.